Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to do day 2 of the Wherryman's Way. We've arrived at Rockland St Mary's. So we're here now at Rockland Staithe, and so we'll be leaving Rockland and we'll be ending today's journey at Loddon. Okay, let's get this hike underway. Let's hike on. So you want to be taking a left here down the side of the dike. As you can see, the Wherryman Way footpath sign markers are in front. As you can see, Langley Dyke there, 3.5 miles. This is also part of the Claxton Circular. So today's walk is between 12.5 and 13 miles. So we've just come away from Rockland Staithe and the path veers to the right. And the path we're on at the minute, if you can see the trees on our left here, behind there is Rockland Broad. But obviously we cannot see through the trees at the moment, but when we find an opening I will get you a shot of Rockland Broad. So we're now approaching the bird hide here on the path. Obviously this one's looking out onto Rockland Broad. Last time I come past, the boardwalk here was looking rather rotten, as you can see. I don't know if you can make it out. Yeah, it's definitely rotten, so I don't even know if that's open anymore. We'll try and get you a view of the Broad from up here. So we've just arrived at a nice viewpoint here. As you can see, there's a bench here you can sit and watch over the Broad here. So I'll give you a nice view over Rockland Broad here. It's a beautiful location. Okay, so we want to be heading up this way. We now want to be heading down Short Dyke. That'll be on your left. And at the end of Short Dyke you'll find the River Yare. So I've now come to the end of Short Dyke now, and out in front there is the River Yare. And as you can see from the path in front, that veers right and follows the River Yare. Out in front there in the centre of your screen there is Buckingham Ferry Drainage Mill. So we've now arrived at the Beecham Arms and we want to be taking a right here up Ferry Road. So we're now walking up to the Beecham Arms here, and in front you can see the Wherryman's Way footpath sign. So you want to be taking a right before you get to the pub here. So walking out on Ferry Road, and this will come out onto Norwich Road, and that's where we want to be taking a left. So we're now coming to the end of Ferry Road here, and here's Cramp's Corner. There's a left and a right, but we want to stay to the left. So on Norwich Road, remember, we'll be taking the left also. So if you wish to stop at the Beecham Arms pub, unfortunately that is only open on a Friday and a Saturday evening. So if you go out on a day walk, you won't be able to stop there for a drink, unfortunately. So Norwich Road that we're on has now turned into Langley Green, and the village we're now entering is Langley with Hardley. So coming up here on the left here is Langley Abbey, but unfortunately you can't see anything from the roadside here. Visitors by appointment only, I'm afraid. We'll carry on. Okay, so we're now coming to the end of Langley Green, and we'll be taking a left here onto Langley Street. So this way is Staithe Road. I'll just show you the signpost here. We're on Langley Street, and Ardley is 2 miles. So follow them Wherryman Way markers. So just after you turn off onto Langley Street, you'll be wanting to take a left. So remember to make sure that you are walking down the right hand side. So we're back out on the River Yare here. Just give you a shot to the left and come round to the right here with a pan. So we're now on the other side to Cantley here, and in front, as you can see, is Cantley Sugar Beet Factory. And if I pan left, you'll see the Reed Cuts pub here in Cantley. Plenty of morons here. So we'll carry on and walking past Cantley Sugar Beet Factory. Not the most exciting part of this walk, unfortunately. You don't really get to see too much wildlife around this area. So on day 2 of Wherryman's Way, it's me, Chay, and out in front you can see Lee.
Oh, good morning.
So I've just walked past Hardley Drainage Mill, and this is grade 2 listed and was built in 1874. So we're now going to be leaving the River Yare and heading down Hardley Dyke, which is in that direction, and then we'll come back up again and join the River Yare the other side. So walking down the side of Hardley Dyke, and for those people who were coming here on a boat, if you were wishing to moor up, unfortunately you can't, because all the moorings here are private, unfortunately. So we now got to the bottom end of Hardley Dyke. As you can see in front, we have the Wherryman's Way markers. So you have Hardley Cross, 1 1/4 miles, and Hardley Flood, 3 1/4. So we're now walking up the other side of Hardley Dyke, and this dyke is the newer dyke. There was an old original dyke, and that is on the right here. I don't know if you can just make it out where the reeds are. But that was a rather bendy and winding dyke, so they decided to build a straight one. So we're now coming up to the end of Hardley Dyke, so we're back out on the River Yare, and in that direction is the way we want to be heading, but we're going to stop for some drinks and something to eat here on this bench. So look back over there at Cantley. Okay, so we've cleared all our lunch stuff away. We're now get on our way and carry on Wherryman's Way. Okay, so we're now going to be veering off away from the River Yare, and in front, if you can see it, obviously you've got the mill to your left, and to the right of that, in the middle of your screen now, is Hardley Cross. And this used to mark the boundaries of Great Yarmouth and Norwich. And it's grade 2 listed, and was put up in the 16th century. Okay, there's some information on the Hardley Cross, if you wish to read. So we're now going to be leaving the River Yare, like I said, and we're going to be going down the River Chet. And obviously this will take us to Loddon, but we're not going to be able to walk all the way along it. We're going to have to come in away from it and then back out to it again. So this is where we leave the River Chay, and we need to be taking an alternative footpath. So we want to be turning right through these gates and heading out down this track down here. So we're still walking up that track away from the River Chay, and obviously now we're on the alternative footpath, so we'll miss out Hardley Flood because of the closed bridges there. Still walking up the track here, and on the left here we have Hardley Hall. Beautiful building. Okay, you sort of come to a crossroads, and this is Hardley Hall is to your left, but you want to be going straight over. I'll just show you the footpath signs. There's the Wherryman Way signs there. So this track is straight up, so it's straight up until you come to an asphalt road. And we're still walking down the alternative footpath, and here on the left, as you can see the trees, this is Hardley Woods. You want to walk straight past these. So we're now coming to the end of this track, and we want to be going left on Lower Hardley Road. Footpath sign up here. It's very windy, I don't know if you can hear me. So left here. Just stop to show you the road sign that we're on. So here is where we leave Lower Hardley Road. As you can see from across the road here is the Wherryman's Way sign. And Lee, what's this one called?
Common Loke.
So take your left down Common Loke, and this will bring you back down to the Chet River. So we're still walking down Common Loke towards the Chet. And obviously this is in Chedgrave. So we're now coming to the end of Common Loke, and as you can see by the signs here, Wherryman's Way goes across the common here. So you want to go straight through the two gates, and when you come through the second gate you'll find the River Chay in front of you. So we're now coming out of Chedgrave Common, and as you can see, coming through the second gate, there's the Chay in front of us, and the footpath sign. There you go. You want to be taking the right. As you can see, the beautiful River Chay up on the left. We'll be turning off shortly on Pitts Lane. That's a right turn. Okay, the road we're now coming out on the front is Pitts Lane to the left and Pitts Lane to the right. We want to take the right or straight up route on Pitts Lane. I think we want to walk about 3/4 of the way up here, then we take a left. Okay, we're nearly at the end of Pitts Lane, but this is where we want to turn off left just before. And this is the old Pitts, which is the play park now. You want to walk straight through the middle of that and out the other side. Okay, so we've just come through the pits, which is the park, and obviously we want to be going straight out, heading straight forward on Hardley Road. So we've now come to the end of Hardley Road and we're taking a left here on Langley Road. So we're now coming to the end of Langley Road. You want to be taking the left, or more or less straight on, onto Bridge Street. And if I turn to the right here, you'll see the White Horse at Shedgrave. So we'll follow this way down into Loddon. So over the road there in the middle of the screen you'll see the Loddon sign. So over the bridge and we're into Loddon, heading towards Loddon Staithe, and that's where we'll be ending our walk today. Okay, so we've arrived at Loddon Staithe here, so this is the end of our walk. So if you've enjoyed the journey today, day 2, please like and subscribe to the channel. So it's a goodbye from me, Chay.
And a goodbye from me. See you in part 3.
Catch you next time.